Chapter 5. Now we see that Miyu actually did buy the cakes with the MC. She pulls out a taiyaki making set and plops one of the slices of cakes into it. She closes the thing and starts making the taiyaki. Seeing this shocks the MC. He asks her what the heck is she doing with the cake, as he thinks that this woman actually ended up making taiyaki with the cake. The MC looks concerned as he asks her if he can ask a question. As Miyu is eating the monster of a taiyaki she made, she asks him, "What question is it? And why is he so formal all of a sudden?" The MC slowly calls her and says, "You wouldn't set Morai's house on fire, right?" She stays silent for a bit and asks him, why does he think she would? He replies and tells her why did she pause just now, and asks her if she's considering burning Morai's house. As he looks worried, he tells her that he recalls her saying something when they were at the cake shop. At the cake shop, we see her talking to the staff, saying that she's heard that there's been fire-related accidents around here, and that it's so scary. The staff woman looks concerned as she says that it is scary, and that's why they have security cameras and all sorts in place. Miyu smiles at the staff and says, "True, scary, right?" with an eerie tone. The MC recalls this and tells her that he thought that she might be trying to frame someone as an arsonist, just like she did with the Voss, to create a new false accusation. He remembers her saying that he won't really understand until he sees it and gets troubled. She tells him that what she did at school was just a way to help him, and asks him what would she gain from setting Morai's house on fire. The MC has an internal conflict, as he asks, is it wrong to create false accusation? He gets confused and says that he knows that he doesn't have the right to say this. Before he could finish talking, she suddenly tells him that she doesn't mind though. As she looks at him and gently smiles, she says, "Oh, my kind, lovely Yuushin-kun, your benevolence is so disgusting it makes me want to vomit. However, I also love it." Hearing this creeps him out. He sounds confused as he asks her if that was a compliment or an insult. Miyu tells him that if he's so worried about Morai's house, how about he keeps an eye on her tonight? Now, we see the MC taking a bath as Miyu washes his clothes. After the bath, he gets tossed some blanket and pillow so he can sleep there. As all this is happening, he seems confused. Now, we see him all confused as he sleeps next to her on the floor, as she sleeps on the couch. He starts blushing as he thinks that without hesitation, she's sleeping beside him. He wonders if she doesn't see him as a guy, and why is she sleeping with her ribbons on? He also thinks that he's been living in this house for a while now, and wonders what his relationship with Miyu is. He suddenly looks at the calendar and thinks that it's been stuck since the real Miyu moved out several years ago. Suddenly he remembers the moving company which helped the real Miyu move, and remembers how he cried when the real Miyu was moving away. He suddenly speaks and tells the fake Miyu that everything he did, it's not just benevolence. He tells her that he can understand how Murai feels in that situation. Hearing him say this makes her question him about how does he understand him. The MC tells her that his dad also died when he was young, but his mom is a strong-willed woman, so the impact wasn't as severe as it was for Murai's family, fortunately. The house his dad left, it was a little too big for the two of them. His mom could have easily decided to move somewhere else, but she said, "I will never do that." Thinking about it, maybe she didn't want to let go of the house that held so many memories with Dad. He continues and says that although she has financial difficulties, he believes the decision of Murai's mother to not let go of her house is due to the very same reason as his own mom's. As he's saying this, Miyu's eyes look sad. He continues and says that in this house too, he sees remnants of the real Miyu everywhere. He suddenly gets up as he screams. He apologizes to her and tells her that he didn't mean to distinguish her from the real thing. He calms down and asks her, "It's so strange, right? Even if people break up, cut ties, or are no longer with them, whenever he sees something related to that person, he immediately thinks of them." He continues and says that if someone wants to really cut ties with a lover or a dear friend, it's better to throw away the things they gave them. Miyu hears all this and stays quiet. Miyu starts staring. The MC turns around and sees that Miyu is staring at him without saying anything. Seeing her do this scares the MC. As his voice trembles, he asks her what's wrong and if there's something on his face. She shows him her phone as she calls his name. She shows him a post which was made 5 minutes ago, saying that there is a huge fire in a residential area in Taito Ward. She tells the MC that Murai's house is on fire. Now we see the MC and Miyu at Murai's house as the MC looks shocked. He asks Miyu why is this happening. Miyu calmly replies, I guess the arsonist started the fire. Couldn't have been me. The MC is worried as he asks her where's Mirai and his mum and if they are okay. She smiles and tells him that even if he asks her, she wouldn't know. Suddenly, they notice something. They see that it's Mirai and his mum. They scream his name to get his attention. Mirai looks at the fire and can't believe what is happening. The MC runs to him and asks him what on earth happened here. With a terrified look on his face, he tells them that the fire started from the trash outside, and then the car caught fire. Because the window was open, it quickly spread inside the house. He continues and tells them that he called the fire department, but the nearby road is closed due to construction work, so they haven't arrived yet. Suddenly, Miyu smiles and says that it was due to the perfect environment that started the fire. The MC looks worried as he tells her that it's inappropriate to do that. She replies and questions the MC how is it inappropriate. Suddenly she asks Murai if she's not right. She continues and tells them that if everything burns down like this, they won't be held back by memories anymore, and asks, doesn't that seem reasonable? With the brightest smile on her face, she congratulates Mirai and tells him that this is the start of his new life. As the fire engulfs Mirai's house more and more every passing second, he hears Miyu say this and stands there shocked. The mother also hears this and looks shocked. Miyu is still cheerful as she asks him if Mirai has a fire insurance for his house, and if he doesn't have it, his restart would basically be ruined. She starts thinking and asks will the land remain after the house is gone, and at this rate, the fire won't be easy to put out. Rather, she'd like to have it burnt down completely without affecting the neighbors, so the selling process would be much easier. She continues and says, it's lucky you live on the corner, right? There's still hope, so don't worry. She smiles and says that the firefighters aren't here yet, as everyone is shocked by what Miyu is saying. The MC thinks that the new Miyu is, to be honest, full of mysteries. It's scary not knowing who she is. As he looks scared of Miyu, he thinks that on a second thought. Maybe she is a bad person. And this is how this chapter ends. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you,